everybody, I'm Katie. Welcome back to my kitchen. And today's recipe, like I said about a day ago, we're making apple pie. My apple pie special version. So what do you say? Let's start painting. Okay, like always, let's see the ingredients so we can get started. We're gonna need some Granny Smith apples. I want a nice tart apple. 1 egg, a little bit of cinnamon, corn flour here, sugar, some sugar, granulated sugar, and a little bit of confectioner's sugar. And of course, I want a good box. This is about, I should say, 1 kilo of puff pastry and parchment paper. Those are the ingredients, guys. That's how easy. So we're going to start cleaning our apples. I'm going to dice them. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay, this is the last of my Granny Smith. Come up close so I can show you how I want them. I don't want them too big. I don't want them too small. Because this apple pie is going to be like a little pouch. I don't know. You have no idea what it's going to look like. This is a perfect recipe if you have a baby shower coming up, a wedding shower, an anniversary, a birthday. Go-to recipe, very quick. You're going to absolutely love it. And once you see what they're going to come out like, you're not going to want to even touch them. They look like gems. But believe me, you will devour them. Okay, that's the last one. And now we're headed to our stove so we can start putting our apples to a simmer. We're going to set our stove on high in the beginning. All the apples in there. Let me be sure. Okay, and now we're putting in our sugar. These are not going to simmer for a long time. I don't want you to puree them. I don't want mashed potatoes. I just want them to soften up a little bit, and I want my sugar to dissolve. We're putting in our cinnamon. You can put as much cinnamon as you want. If you like it, put it in. If you don't like it, don't put it in. Okay, we're going to give it a good toss, like that. This should simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's all. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the corn flour once we get there. Okay, 15 minutes are up. Come up close so you can see what it looks like. You see this liquid here? There's absolutely no water in here. This is what we're looking for. I don't want the apples to get darker. I want them light. And at this point, we're turning off our stove. And now we're going to put in our corn flour, a little at a time. I'm putting this in so I can have a little bit of a creaminess with this liquid. It's going to absorb it and it's going to get a really beautiful texture. And make sure your stove is off at this point. And a quick tip here, and very crucial, before you start setting it, this has to cool, absolutely cool, totally. And now we're going to put in the rest. If you don't have corn flour, you cannot use regular flour. Don't do that. Wait until you have your ingredients, and then you can make your recipe. That's it. All this liquid is going to be absorbed by the end when it's cooled from the corn flour. And we're going to put this on the side. We're going to wait it to cool, and we're going to be back so we can start setting. Okay, our apples have cooled nice and fine, and they're ready to be filled into our puff pastry. Come and see what we're going to do here very closely. Okay, this is the puff pastry. You're always going to have it about an hour and a half out of your freezer before you use it, okay? Because you're not going to be able to use it. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to make even pieces like that. And I'm just taking it down. And again. And what I'm actually doing, I want even squares. That's what we're looking for. Well, almost even. Okay? That's what we want. Now, I'm taking my filling back here, and this is what we're going to do. I'm taking one, and on the sides and the corners, we're just going to make half a circle. And again, half a circle. I'm going to make you two versions so you can have two different ones. This one is with a circle. I have another a design, which I'll show you later. That's what we want. Now in the middle, I'm just going to put a little bit of filling. Like that. And now what I'm going to do, I'm taking one corner and the other. I'm pulling these little ears, that's how I call them, down. And here I'm pinching it. I want them to connect. And I'm doing the next corner and the other corner. And pulling the ears down. Pinching it in the middle, like that. You're going to pick it up gently, and you're going to put it on your parchment paper. Okay, let's do the other one I was talking about. The square. Now this one, we're going to do it like this. Hold on. Like that. Like that. In every corner. But make sure you don't go too outside of the corner, because you're not going to get your shape. These are very impressing. Like that. We're taking the filling, putting it in the middle. At this point, I want you to preheat your oven always 180 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit. Now, we're taking the corners, picking them up, pinching them, pulling these down, these little ears, and they're going to form into a pretty flower like that, and pinching again. We're going to pick it up. Doesn't matter if the filling falls out, it's fine. 3 more left, and we're ready to bake. These are going to be baking for about 20 minutes, like that. This is the shape with the corner. Filling in the middle. Picking up the corner again, like that. Pulling it down. And the other one. And pulling it down. You pick it up, put it on your parchment paper. And we'll do another 2, and we're ready to bake. We'll do the circle again. This is a very easy recipe, really quick one. It's not geometry. Okay, and you can make these with peaches, you can make it with bananas, you can make it with chocolate chips. There are thousands of recipes you can make them with. With ingredients, I mean, for this recipe. Okay, picking it up on your parchment paper. And let's do the last one. And like I said, preheated oven, 350 Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius, 20 minutes. We're going to give it an egg wash. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top. The corners, pulling down the ears. Giving it a pinch so they can connect. You don't have to butter them. You don't have to do anything to them. Like that. Picking it up. And don't mind if some are small. Life isn't perfect, and we aren't either. Okay, now we're going to egg wash. Just a little bit so they can have a pretty color. Like that. Your house is going to smell like a bakery in here. It's beautiful. The cinnamon and the apples. And the puff pastry has a lot of butter, so it's going to smell like butter also. Once we finish with the egg wash, we're going to sprinkle them with a little bit of sugar. If you don't want a lot of sugar in your filling, in the apple filling, you can put a cup of sugar. You don't have to make it very sweet, and you don't even have to put a lot of sugar. You don't have to put any sugar at all. The apples are sweet on their own. Okay, at this point, I'm putting in my sugar, just sprinkling a little bit like that. It's going to give it a nice golden color, and it's going to give it a beautiful crunch also. Okay, that's it, guys. We're going to put these babies into bake for about 20 minutes, and once the time is up, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay, guys, 20 minutes are up. Let's go get our little apple pies. Come on. And there they are. That's perfection. That's what we're looking for. And this is going to give you a serving about 20 little apple pies. So there they are, Katie's apple pies. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Make this for your grandma. Make it for your family. They're going to absolutely love it. At this point now that we're going to serve them, they're really nice and hot. I'm going to put them on my platter. And what we're going to do, they're really hot, so be very careful. I'm taking my confectioner's sugar. This is optional, of course. If you like it, put it in. If you don't like it, don't put it in. And we're just going to dust them through with a little bit of sugar. Like that. And a little bit of cinnamon. Apples love cinnamon. That's the recipe for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward till next time. And of course, always remember, cooking brings people together. Bye.